So, hi Justin, it's good to see you here again. How have you been?
It's been okay. Been a little better, I guess.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So, did you bring the homework? I'm not sure if you remember, I had asked you to do the worksheet where you would actually write down what happened and what would happen you would have wanted to for it to happen.
I actually didn't write anything down because I wasn't carrying around paper with me when it happened, but I did think about it a little bit.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Is there anything that comes up to mind right at the moment? Because if you didn't write it down, I would like to at least hear what it is that you were thinking at the moment.
Okay. Well, there was this situation where I went back to the rec center and I was talking to one of the trainers again about maybe some team sports that I could get into. That since I hurt my leg, I can't do anything like that. But and he said that, well, you can't do anything that's really too strenuous on yourself if you've got a pre-existing condition with your leg. Like you can't do anything that has a lot of lower body agility, like you can't do soccer, but you can end up doing, if you really wanted to, you can do water polo.
Okay.
And that sounded like an option to me, but at the time I noticed I really didn't want to think about that because it's not the same really as soccer, and I just really wished I could still play soccer. But then I thought about if I was just really happy and I could really deal with that, I probably would say that yeah, I think that would be pretty good. It's a good option. Yes.
Okay. There are some things that I do want to explore with what you told me, but I just want to first know, was there anything else that you had thought about?
Not that comes to mind off the right top of my head.
Okay. Still, it's awesome that you were able to go through that thought process and thinking of what happened and how you thought at the moment compared to what happened you would have said if he had actually been there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you did mention that soccer and water polo, they're not the same, and I'm guessing it's because with soccer you like the actual running, the adrenaline and everything, because you seem to be into really fast-paced activities.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to ask you, have you ever played water polo before?
No.
Have you actually seen a water polo match?
I mean, I watched it in the Olympics, like I passed by it once, but
Okay.
it wasn't something I was looking to watch at that point.
So, if you were to play water polo, and say that you were playing right now, what would you think would be going on around you?
What do you mean?
In
Explain what
trying
you're asking.
to envision yourself right now in a water polo match,
Okay.
what is it that you think would be happening?
Well, I guess I'd probably be swimming, passing the ball around,
Now, how would you be passing the ball?
throwing it.
Throwing it?
Mm-hmm.
Hard, soft, how?
Hard.
Hard?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else?
Keeping it away from the other players that are on the other
Okay.
team, trying to get it downfield, score a goal.
Okay. You said keeping the ball away from the other team.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the other team is going to be peaceful when they're trying to take the ball away from you?
I mean, I guess not.
Okay. So, Do you think that maybe, how do you think that sport would be? Would it be intense like soccer?
I mean,
Or would it be more laid back?
it's swimming. It's not. How intense can it be?
Um, well, I can tell you from personal experience that until we actually played it,
Mm-hmm.
you can't really judge it. So I'm gonna leave it up to you to make your own decisions. Now, can I actually ask you to not make a decision until you actually tried it?
Sure. I think I can. I can do that.
Because you have an image right now in your head of how it would be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that that image might change after you experience it?
I guess there's the possibility that it would change, but
Okay.
I still don't see how it's going to be that much different from how I see it. But I guess there's a possibility.
And all I was trying to really look for is that you might be open to that possibility, that it might be something that you might look forward to. Reason I was coming up to it was because you said happy you might be interested in it. So I just wanted you to not close yourself off from that door that was open. Now, going back to, you said that your main issue was that you wanted to not be as isolated as before, and a team sport would actually help you feel more inside of a team and be able to socialize more, as I've understood from our past sessions. Am I mistaken?
No, that's right. I kind of want. What I really want is some kind of camaraderie. Because, like in solo sports, you don't really have that team mentality. Even with a track team, though, you have the same people you're playing with, and you're always kind of supporting each other. But with something that's usually, when you think of like swimming, and of course water polo, there's a team there, but with swimming you don't really have that kind of camaraderie, and you don't have that kind of interaction, and I really miss that.
Okay. Well, I was just trying to make sure that I understood you there, and now I wanted to ask you, because we've explored various aspects of the sport world. So I wanted to ask you, do you think that there might be any teams that you might find camaraderie elsewhere?
Like outside of sports, or I'm not gonna go join a debate team if that's what you're asking.
I'm not asking you to.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see if you can open your view a bit more and be open-minded and see what are other activities that you might like and that you might think you might actually get the same sense of camaraderie that you're looking for, even if they're not in the sporting world.
Okay. I guess there's probably some out there. Can you think of one? Because I'm having trouble right now.
Well, for example, it might not be as exciting as you think, but in gaming, there are a couple of games that they have guilds, they have interactions, and they actually have people that get together in an internet cafe, and they actually get together, and you actually will hear a lot of shouting and interaction between them even though it's not physically exerting, you still have that sense of camaraderie if what you're looking for is companionship. Now, that's just one idea, and what I want to know is, what do you think might interest you? You know what you like, you know what you don't like.
I mean, the gaming idea, I mean, I get where I could see where that would give you an adrenaline rush in some games, and I hadn't actually thought about you actually getting together and doing those kind of things, because usually everybody does that over the internet and they're not together when they do that. But it's still a lot of, there's a lack of energy, I think.
And that's fine. I'm not telling you to focus on that idea. I'm trying to get you to think, what might be an activity that's not related to sports where you can find what you're looking for. If you cannot think of any, that's fine. But try to be open to a possibility and think of what you might actually find.
Okay. Sure. I mean, I'm sure there's something that I'm not thinking of right now that's out there.
I mean, do you think you can think about it during the upcoming week?
Sure. I think that doesn't sound too hard.
That's perfect. Now, other than thinking about what are other activities that might be involved, and you did say that you would give water polo a shot and not be judgmental towards it until you actually experience it. I wanted to ask you about how have been your interactions with others. I know that last time you had actually mentioned that you had a good interaction with the coach. Has there been any other interactions since then?
Well,